Good morning. Hey, I've been getting legit. Have been getting a lot of questions about the makeup that I've been showing on my Instagram, um, and I absolutely love it. But I'm pretty new to it, so I'm just getting used to using it and learning as I go. But I want to answer a couple of the questions because I think for most of you out there who are possibly looking for a new makeup or something just to um, refresh your routine that you have, or maybe you want to use less makeup but the stuff you have doesn't cover very nicely, or maybe you like your foundation, you just want to brighten it up or learn what a contour means. It's not crazy, it's not for influencers only, it's for everybody. um, anyway, so I wanted to show basically me doing my makeup, and you can see that I have beautifully sensitive skin that loves to wreak havoc once a month. So luckily, I found that this makeup does not aggravate it at all, doesn't make it worse. I make it worse from my own habits, but the makeup itself does not make it worse at all, which is lovely, and it covers exactly how I want it to cover when I need a little extra or want a little extra. So one of the questions that I got, and I'm just going to do my makeup and talk at the same time. Some of the questions that I got recently were about sensitive skin and if it would be good for it, or if it clogs, does it feel heavy? A cream-based makeup is new to me. I've never used it before other than right now. So I don't have a lot of other cream-based makeup to judge it by, but I absolutely love this stuff. You don't need much. I'm just dabbing it onto my brush. This is my all over color. I'm just going to go all over. You really don't need much to get a really even coverage. And I'm just buffing it on super quick. But even, let me just do half. Even just doing half my face, I'll show you. This is just like the first little thin layer. So you can see it kind of actually like minimizes some of my pores. It has been found to, if you have the wrong shade, it might enhance your pores, which we really don't want. So we need to make sure we get the right shade for you. I can help with that. But you can see a difference already. Like this is just my bare face, and this has one very, very, very thin layer of makeup on it. So I'll just keep going. So my sensitive skin ladies, do not, I would try this because I think the coverage that you want, you can have super light coverage, you can have full coverage, but either way, it doesn't aggravate my skin at all. I just took a look at the ingredients and looked up what they all actually mean, which is a good thing to do when you're putting things on your face and your skin, because they do soak into your skin. And I was surprised. I was like pleasantly surprised. I figured they'd have at least some kind of like not so good stuff maybe at the end of the ingredient list, but so far majority is natural occurring waxes and oils. So it creates a bit of a within itself has its own like a bit of barrier. So it locks in the moisture that you already have naturally in your skin. It doesn't dry out your skin by any means. It actually kind of enhances it. And the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 7 ingredients are naturally occurring waxes or oils. There's lanolin, There's beeswax. There's ozokerite wax, which is an earth wax. And so I think because of that, it spreads really nicely because it's a wax base or a oil base. Just doing my brightening color. But it's hard to do and talk at the same time. It's putting a little bit of brightening under my eyes where I want to wake up. Anyways, having a wax base is not a scary thing at all. It is if it's a synthetic wax, but these are not. These are naturally occurring waxes, which help lock in moisture on your skin, but also don't suck the moisture dry. It's like it has its own little barrier in there. So I'm probably just gonna do a little bit extra on a couple of spots. But this is what I love about it. You can kind of go over super thinly and build up the coverage that you want in the areas that you want. It doesn't have to be like a full, like, caked on look. Nobody likes that. So even just, you can tell I haven't put much on. You can still see the texture of my skin. And I'm okay with like I'm not trying to look perfect. I just wanted to minimize the redness so that it's not the first thing that I see. It's for me, really. It's not the first thing I see when I look in the mirror. It's also not the first thing someone else sees when they look at me, because it's just not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on my eyes, my eyebrows, nice cheek color. I don't want it to be like red dots all over my face. Okay. So that was super quick, but pretty even. Each of these little tins, and I'll show you, they come out. It's a magnetic backing on the palette. So you order these, whatever colors that you want specifically. You don't need to order, this is like an artist kind of palette. You would get one or two of these main foundation, like a main foundation and a brightener, probably in a compact more this size with like 4. This is like, if I just brought this with and loaded up with my foundation, my contour, my blush, it would be all I needed. You don't need tons of brushes. You can have 1 brush, 1 sponge, and 4 colors, and you are ready to rock and roll. I still like using my own eyeshadows. I know they sell eyeshadow. I've tried a few of them. They're really, really nice and really pigmented. Slowly gonna build up my stash, I guess, of those, but for nothing else, I bought it because I loved the idea of the nice kind of even texture. Like I could, the coverage on my skin, I can still see my skin texture. I didn't want to erase everything about my face. I just wanted to even it out. So now I'm still going to use the same brush. It has all the brushes have 2 ends, which is friggin' phenomenal because it just makes it more worth the money. I'm going to use a lighter contour today. Just bring it down. So this part looks like a little scary, but this is also my favorite part because it really transforms your face instantly. The purpose is to create a shadow underneath your cheekbones so that it's like a naturally kind of like honing in. Again, I want the focus to be on my eyes or my lips or whatever I want to enhance, not how full my face might look today or whatever. We kind of slim it out is my idea of this. So I'm using a warmer tone because it kind of warms up my face as well. Contour colors, I will give you your match, but really there's more than one color that suits people, so it's kind of whatever you feel. Do a little bit on my nose. It's kind of working out. Also, the beauty of this stuff is you do not have to get it right. I could paint this on with my finger if I wanted to. You don't need to use a brush. I think the key point is getting one of these guys, because you literally can just give yourself a nice little face massage and it all looks nice. So if you go like that, your cheeks naturally go in at the sides. So we're just kind of making that stand out a little bit more. If you've ever taken a selfie in really awesome light, you would notice like that your skin or that your face naturally has shape to it. So we're just enhancing that. Okay. So I'm doing pretty light coverage today. I don't want anything heavy. If you have freckles, this makeup is awesome because, so if you have freckles that you love that are in this area, you don't want to chock it full of makeup. So you'd want to do a lighter coverage, just like barely there, just to even it out, and then maybe do a little bit more coverage where if you have a rosacea or if you have any discoloration from the sun, you can kind of do that specifically. I don't have any freckles, unfortunately, but if I did, I'd be pretty stoked on this stuff because, like I said, it's buildable. So you do one even layer. If it's not enough, you do another layer. Like, it's super easy. Okay. Another favorite part is the blush part. And I've been really enjoying the browns, but I'm going today, because I'm wearing a taupe color, I'm going to use my Frenchie, which is so beautiful. It's kind of more matte, so I don't necessarily love it on my lips as much. I do if I mix colors, but I love it on my cheeks. So again, it kind of looks a little scary when you first put it on. It looks a little, you kind of have to add it extra. I don't even know if I'm putting this in the right spot. That looks pretty good. So you dab it on, and even if it if I was like, oh, I didn't like how far down that went, I would just go back in with my main highlight again after I've sponged it on and just blend it back out again if it's too low for me. So this side to me looks beautiful. I love it. This side came down a little bit too much. So I'm going to go back. I always just kind of brush the color off into my main color and just kind of add more in down here. And then I can blend it back up again. So, I mean, even if I don't put any mascara or eyeshadow or anything on, I quite like it. I'll probably do just a little bit of eyeshadow primer. So I just use my same color. Use the same color for a lot of different things. Just my overall face color, main highlight. Prime my lids. Again, I could just leave them like this. Kind of makes me look a little more awake. I can use that same contour color that I had on my face. So I was using olive. I'll probably use a bit darker for my eyebrows just because my eyebrows are dark. My natural tone is dark brown. And I haven't got the line brush that they have yet, but I just used an angle brush that I already had. And slowly fill in the brows. So the best thing to do is not overdo it. You go on the underneath side first. Anyways, what was I going to talk about? I was talking about my sensitive skin ladies. I'm with you. My skin is very sensitive, so this stuff does not aggravate it at all. Mature skin. So what is mature skin? I would consider myself mature skin. I'm 32. So anyone in their 30s and up has what we would consider mature skin, which sounds whatever. So I'm fine with it. To me, it means we just need to be a little more careful with how much we're pulling and what we're putting on our skin and how much, and just take care of it better. I know in my early teens when I started wearing makeup, I did not take care of my skin. I went to bed wearing makeup all the time. And then I learned that I need to wash my face if I don't want to have more acne. So I have quite the regimen now to take care of my skin and to make this stuff go on your face a lot nicer. They do recommend, and I do recommend, exfoliating at least once or twice a week. Not abrasive exfoliating. I have like a really nice gel exfoliator that I use. Anything really gentle you can buy. Even like a natural exfoliator is awesome. And that helps the makeup sit on your skin a bit nicer. Moisturizing your skin at night is super important, especially for mature skin. You don't need fancy eye creams and moisturizer to make it work. You just need to find what works for you. I do use, they have a skincare line called Milk that I've been trying out. I really like it. It's not cheap, but I kind of douse my face at night and then I don't put anything on my face in the morning because this is a really, really moisturizing makeup. If I were to put moisturizer all over my face and then within a minute or two start applying this, it would probably slide all over the place because now it's attaching itself to the moisturizer. So the trick is exfoliate, moisturize at nighttime, go to bed. I mean, in the morning, if you want to like rinse your face, that's fine. But I would either do like a, what's it called? A primer if your skin is oily. Something to mattify it. I also use a setting powder when I'm done just for the areas that can get a little shiny during the day, but there's all sorts of tips and tricks depending on what skin type you have. Everyone's different. Not the same regimen, the same schedule is not going to work for everybody. So obviously reach out. I can help. I have a full team of people who are helping me with learning how to help everybody and everyone's different skin types. So we can find the answer. But anyways, it's good. To me, it's great for everybody. And if you want to try it, I can help you. Basically how it works is, so I'm standing in my bathroom. Let me show you. And the bathroom has these big, nice, beautiful windows. So this is what I want in your selfie. I want, no makeup. Pretend I have no makeup on. You stand in front of your biggest window without the sun directly on your face and take a photo, because then I can really see the tones. And also, actually, this is a bad example because I want to see down here as well. because we don't want your face to be like orange and then down here is white. So we want to be able to match you properly. That is how you do it. And then once I get your selfie, then I can match the colors based on what I see. And I'll always ask you for another photo if I need more. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. So my eyes, I'm just going to use my contour again. It's the third time I'm using it because I like having a bit of depth. So I kind of just put it near the outside with my finger. And it looks like a lot. Like I honestly, it's so easy to just blend whatever you don't want back out again. So I just put it all on. And then you can get your little sponge and just kind of make it blend into your skin. So this sponge kind of presses it in. And also takes any excess off. So start with that. Even that, I just like, because it kind of looks nice with this sweater color. And then sometimes I'll actually put that lip and cheek color kind of just near the edges as well. This is the Frenchy color again. Kind of like a peachy. Yeah. Lips wise, I do recommend using, especially in the winter months, a lip conditioner or chapstick or some sort of moisture on your lips first. And today I'm going to choose, I don't know, I'm going to do Love Spell, I think. Love Spell is a glossier one. It looks super dark. It's like in the brown families. So friggin' beautiful. It's got like a bit of a gold fleck to it. It's super, super duper creamy though. So goes on a bit darker. But it evens, like it comes out pretty sheer. And even though this lip isn't necessarily, it's not a last all day type of thing, it lasts quite a while. I'm always surprised that it stays on quite well during the day, but it's not meant to be a 24-hour lip color by any means. So you will have to reapply if you're hoping that it stays on all day. It will not. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my spots. Oh, I don't want that under there. I'll probably just, you know what, I'm just gonna do it now. Where is it? Here it is. Do my mascara. I always find it funny watching other people put mascara on because we do it all so differently. This mascara is my favorite, and it's cheap, Telescopic by L'Oreal. I've been using it for years. I like that it is a little wiry brush. And it goes on really nice. I don't have to do like 1,000 coats of mascara to make it look the way I want. There. And this is probably me for today. Might blend it out a little bit more. Again, like I said, the longer the color stays on your skin, because your skin is warm, so it warms up and it is blendable. If you find that you try it and you feel like it's falling off your face or your face is just sucking it in, again, moisturizer is super, super key. Douse your face at night. Like put moisturizer on, then like do it 2 more times at nighttime before you go to bed. So in the morning, your face isn't sucking up everything you put on it. Yeah, you guys just saw me do it. This video is way too long now, so I will edit it down, but I don't know, it took me 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And if I were heading off to work or shoot, I would be totally good to go. I feel good. Again, if you have a shine thing, we'll just use my sponge. I just got some cheap. Well, I'd say it's cheap. You can get a nice setting powder, but for how much I use, I just got a little cheaper one. Setting powder. I wouldn't put setting powder absolutely everywhere because then it kind of mattifies your whole face. And I don't find I get super shiny down here, so I don't need it down there. I just want it kind of where the shine happens. Up here. Yeah. Might put a tiny bit just in the corners of my eyes, so I don't get that crease. Oh, I think there was, yeah. There. Let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, please reach out and ask them. I will do my best to answer everybody. I love talking about it and I'm learning, but I feel like I have a lot of experience for the sensitive skin just from my own trial and error. And anyone with skin discoloration that you don't necessarily want to, have anymore, or sometimes you feel like you just want to like even it out when you want to go out for the night. I feel like I have a lot of experience in that realm. So reach out. Maybe you want to try it. I am doing some in-person makeup stuff. Obviously, COVID has made that a little more difficult, but it's been really fun to do in person so that I can talk about it and you can see the difference right away. If you'd like to try some before you buy it and you're local to the coast, I can make that work. It's a little more difficult, but I totally get it because no one wants to spend, whatever amount. I spent $150 when I first got started on my first 4 colors, a brush and a sponge. Well worth $150. I obviously, because I dove right into the program and wanted more, but they do have a program that you can return colors or you can return all of it. So really, it's not that risky to try. Just ordering it and getting your colors, and if you absolutely don't like it, obviously I can help you send it back, but I would love for you to understand more about it before you invest, if it's important to you, for what you put on your skin, and also just making sure it's right for you. So thanks for listening.